You forgave them, but you still don't trust them. Hey everybody, welcome back to Sis, Take a Breath. Before we get into today's conversation, I want you to do something for me. Take a deep breath in and slowly let it out. Because today we are talking about something that a lot of us struggle with. You forgave them, but you still don't trust them. And maybe you feel guilty about that. Maybe you've told yourself, but I said I forgave them. So why can't I trust them again? Am I being fake? Am I holding a grudge? Shouldn't forgiveness mean everything goes back to the way it was? Sis, no. Forgiveness and trust are not the same thing. And today, I want to tell you why. Forgiveness doesn't erase what happened. Sometimes we think that when we forgive someone, we are supposed to forget everything that happened. But forgiveness doesn't mean you suddenly have amnesia. Because, child, if your brain remembers something, your brain remembers something. Forgiveness means that you're choosing not to allow what happened to control your heart forever. But trust is different. Trust is built through consistent actions over time. And when somebody breaks that trust, they can't demand that you immediately hand it back to them just because you said, I forgive you. You can forgive someone and still say, I need boundaries. You can love somebody and still keep your distance. You can wish somebody well and still recognize that they are not safe enough for you to share everything with. And that brings me to something personal. Let me tell you a little story. I have a friend who I've known for many years. We've been friends for over a decade. And when our friendship first started, honestly, I welcomed her with open arms. I introduced her to my circle. I supported her. I genuinely wanted to see her win. But there were some things that happened early in the friendship that made me pause. She would ask about my accomplishments and then openly say that her goal was to surpass me. And I'm not talking about healthy motivation. I'm talking about being told directly that the goal was to beat me. Now listen, competition can be fun. There's nothing wrong with wanting to become better. But when somebody starts making your success feels like a threat to them, that's when things can become uncomfortable. And then something happened that really opened my eyes. I was preparing for a competition. Her boyfriend wished me luck. And then she became upset with him for doing it. She was basically questioning how he expected me to do so well at my first competition of the year. Now, sis, I could have taken that personally. I could have gotten offended. I could have started arguing, but instead, I used it as motivation. And when I got to that competition, I showed up, I worked hard, and I ended up breaking the record. Now, I'm not saying that to brag. I'm saying it because sometimes somebody else's doubt can become the very thing that reminds you, girl, you know what you're capable of. Go do what you came here to do. And the story didn't end there. Over the next couple of weeks, we competed against each other. She stepped into my area of expertise and I won by a significant margin. Then I stepped into her area of expertise and I still managed to beat her at something she was strong in. And you know what I did afterward? I hugged her, I smiled, and I told her, great job. Because winning didn't require me to humiliate her. I didn't need to rub it in her face. I didn't need to make her feel small. I could celebrate my own victory without celebrating her defeat. But shortly after that, she ended the friendship. Then something unexpected happened. About a month later, she came back. She realized that the people around her weren't supporting the behavior and the situation the way she expected them to. And she asked me for forgiveness. And I forgave her. Over the years, we've had good times. We've laughed. We've made memories. We've supported each other in different ways. And there is genuine love there. But here's the part I want you to hear. I don't trust her completely. And for a long time, I struggled with that because I thought, if I really forgave her, shouldn't I trust her again? But I've learned something. No, I can forgive you and still remember what happened. I can love you, but still have boundaries. I can call you my friend and still understand that there are certain parts of my life that I don't need to give you access to. Trust isn't restored because someone says, I'm sorry. Trust is restored when their behavior consistently shows you that they are trustworthy. And sometimes that takes years. And sometimes the trust doesn't come back in the same way. And that's okay. Sis, hear me clearly. You are not a bad person because you don't trust someone the way you used to. You are not bitter. You are not holding a grudge. And you are not obligated to give somebody the same access to you that they had before they hurt you. Sometimes forgiveness gives you peace, while boundaries give you protection. And you need both. Because let's be honest, if somebody has repeatedly shown you that they cannot handle certain information about your life, why would you keep handing them the same information? If somebody has repeatedly crossed your boundaries, why would you pretend they haven't? That's not forgiveness, that's ignoring the lesson. And sis, we are not ignoring the lesson anymore. Me don't learn enough lessons for one lifetime. You don't have to punish them. Now, there's something important here. Keeping someone at a distance doesn't mean you have to hate them. You don't have to embarrass them. You don't have to expose them. You don't have to constantly remind them of what they did. And you certainly don't have to become the person who hurt you. Sometimes the healthiest thing you can do is simply change the level of access that they have to you. That's it. No drama, no big announcement, no social media post, just boundaries. Maybe you don't tell them everything anymore. Maybe you stop sharing your biggest dreams with them. Maybe you don't involve them in every decision. Maybe you love them from a healthier distance, and that's okay. There's a difference between forgiving and reconnecting. Sometimes forgiveness doesn't mean reconciliation, and reconciliation doesn't automatically mean restoration. You can forgive someone without becoming close to them again. You can forgive someone and still decide, I don't want the relationship to look like it used to. And sometimes that's the wisdom you needed all along. Because forgiveness says, I refuse to let what you did control my heart. But boundaries say, and I learned enough from what happened to move differently. Both can exist at the same time. If you're struggling with trusting someone you've forgiven, ask yourself, have they actually changed? Not what they promised, not what they said, not what they posted, not what they told everybody else. What have their actions consistently shown you? Because people can apologize with their mouths, but transformation is demonstrated with behavior. Give it time, watch the fruit, pay attention to patterns, and don't allow guilt to pressure you into giving someone access they haven't earned back. A word from God. There's a verse I think fits this conversation beautifully. Proverbs 4 verse 23 says, above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Guarding your heart doesn't mean building walls so high that nobody can ever love you again. It means learning discernment. It means understanding that your heart is valuable, your peace is valuable, your trust is valuable, and access to you is valuable. Everybody doesn't deserve the same level of access, and that's okay. Final message. So if you're watching this today and you're saying, sis, I forgave them, but I still don't trust them, take a breath. You don't have to beat yourself up over that. Maybe your heart has forgiven them, but your experience is telling you to move differently. Listen, forgiveness can be immediate. Trust may take time, and sometimes trust is rebuilt. Sometimes it's rebuilt differently, and sometimes it never returns to what it was, and that's okay too. You don't have to hate somebody to have boundaries with them. You don't have to stop loving somebody to stop giving them unlimited access to you. And you don't have to feel guilty for protecting the peace that God helped you find. Sometimes the greatest sign that you've healed isn't that you trust everybody again. Sometimes it's that you finally understand, I can forgive you without giving you the same opportunity to hurt me again. And sis, that's not bitterness, that's wisdom. If this message spoke to you today, I want you to take one more deep breath and remind yourself, I can forgive without forgetting the lesson. If you know somebody who needs to hear this, share this video with them. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to Sis, Take a Breath, because we're going to keep having these real conversations about life relationships, healing, faith, boundaries, and everything in between. Until next time, take care of yourself, protect your peace, keep God at the center, and remember, sometimes you don't need to close the door completely. You just need to stop leaving it wide open. I'll see you in the next one. Sis, take a breath.